100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big scam when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Atlanta Falcons. 59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Come on, set, 8, read. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Rodgers brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 29.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Down. 10-2 soft. Pilot, 64, read. 5.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man on the out route. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. On first down, it's Taylor. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here we go. 10 logo. 16 is a look. We take a win. Get it.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Check 4, check 4. Watch the eye.
2nd and 13. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you...
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Back to throw. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? He'll drop to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. On first down, Lawrence. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Set 15 line. 15 line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, Zoo!
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Turn.
Bristol travel.
Off play action. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. Benjamin. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 1. Forced out to his left. And not wanting to take a shot out of the pocket, he tucks it and goes down.
I'll tell you who was excited by that play, and that was the defensive front. They didn't need any additional help. They got to him in a hurry. And right there, he had to make a big-time decision. I think he made the right one. Protect the football, then protect yourself.
Maybe not necessarily in that order.
He will never admit to that, but he's probably been about himself first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Taking it about the 16. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Hey. 4 down. Shoot! Watch the shoot!
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And now we won't won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready, ready. 60 or.
They run with Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So
go.
not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2nd down and inches. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, shoot.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Watch the slant.
They'll drop the throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
First and goal.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Stop your whining.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Devin Bush. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
On the set.
Mike's 56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get two.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Ready, set.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Blue draw Corker. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. In for the score. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. but I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Hard to believe his 1st catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him, and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball is knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Two times. Hey, 4 down.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Ready. 50, plant.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
90, Wolf.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey.
5.
And they will take a knee here. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
know what time it is. Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.